Welcome back to Run of Show. I'm Tanya, your host. In this episode, I'm joined by Michelle Carlton, owner of PJ's Coffee here in Pensacola. Michelle shares what it really takes to run a successful local coffee shop, how she stays connected to the community, and the lessons she's learned along the way as an entrepreneur. If you enjoy real conversation about leadership, small business, and building something meaningful, you're going to love this one. And a special thank you to this season's title sponsor, Rafaela O'Reilly, Roxy, and Crystal Soundstage Productions, your go-to for live sound, production support, and creating unforgettable experiences at your events. I appreciate you so much. Let's jump in. First, I would like to say thank you for joining me on the podcast today. I've been really looking forward to having you as a guest.
Thank you.
Have you noticed let's jump right in. The first question, okay. Have you noticed a pickup in business because of Mardi Gras and PJ's?
Oh, yeah. Everybody loves the king cake season.
Oh,
so we definitely get a lot of people come in for king cakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The king cakes. You brought some. Oh, gosh, I'm getting so ahead of myself. You brought some to one of the meetings, and it was so delicious.
We did.
What I'd like to start out is by asking, I know you're not from here.
No.
So we're in New Orleans. Was that where you're originally from?
So I was born in Kenner, Louisiana, which is on the outside of New Orleans. Moved to Mandeville on the North Shore way back in second grade. But all my family was still in New Orleans. So we were always in New Orleans growing up. Yeah, we did Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Back when you can do all those things.
And were you there when Katrina?
We lived in Mandeville, when it happened. So,
did it really?
Yeah. My mom's house had a house that she grew up in, Chalmette.
Yeah.
And they were hit really bad. So she lost that house.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And if you ever want to do a podcast about that,
right.
There's some stories about that.
Oh,
yes.
Maybe we should do like an extra behind the scenes,
right?
Yeah.
The really trauma of Katrina. Yeah. I mean, to this day, you can close your eyes and smell it, see it. It's something that will always be with us.
Yeah. Well, I remember it looked like a war zone, and it was years before I even went back, and it was still...
Some places still haven't recovered.
Right. Oh my goodness.
It's still bad.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about yourself. So you're married with kids?
I am. I am married to Don, my husband. 6'5", yes. And then my son Ryan works here. He moved over with us to run the show, run the coffee shop. Sorry, and he worked at PJ's back home for like 7 years.
Oh, really?
So I had always dreamed of wanting to own my own coffee shop since I was in high school. And when we finally decided to do it, I talked with him and I said, we want to bring PJ's and open a PJ's, but we really need you because I have the business side. He has the coffee shop. Experience. 7 years. It was a long time. So he's like, sure, Mom. And so little do we know we would end up in Pensacola, Florida. Yeah. But it's been a journey, and we love being here in the community.
What made you pick Pensacola specifically?
Well, by the time we ended up signing with PJ's, everything back home was pretty much gone. And so we have a condo in Panama City Beach. So our original thought was to go out there, but finding a location after COVID was and still is a really hard feat. So we couldn't find any locations out there. And then somebody brought up Pensacola, and we were supposed to go to a different spot. But during lease negotiations, it failed. And then this spot came open, and it was just a miracle for us. Yeah. And it's been a blessing. And we jumped on it. And
this is a great spot. You're on the corner of Airport and Halifax.
Yeah. And it has one of the largest dining rooms that a PJ's has, which scared us at first. But now, you can't see it, but people come for meetings. They work here. They sit here and play games. It's just been a beautiful thing to have this dining room.
It's a different vibe because I go to New Orleans all the time, and PJ's is where I go. So I'm like, oh my gosh, they're opening a PJ's in Pensacola. Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, they're all
smaller, right?
But of course, everything in New Orleans is like that compact. Like in New York, those cities are all small.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
And we are a coffee culture here. Yeah. And I like to say I'm loyal to all my coffee people because everybody's great, but also everybody's strategically placed.
And everybody's a little bit different too.
Right,
the other coffee shops around Pensacola kept me caffeinated during the build out and everything too.
Right.
And I still visit some of them.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a competition. It's, you really just want to, especially when you're a small business, you just want to help everybody in their business. And so, you know, I've met some of the owners and they're just great people. So I love supporting them.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to talk about your king cakes now.
Oh, our king
I should have
cakes.
grabbed one and brought it over here.
Yeah. So they are from a small cottage bakery in New Orleans. Yeah. So every year we get it. This year's a little bit different. We actually got to collaborate with them, and our king cake box has PJs and Coludas on it this year.
Oh,
so they're a little bit more special. Yeah. And so everybody knows we get them from New Orleans, so they just fly off the shelves everywhere.
They're so good. I tried both of them, but my favorite is the cream cheese.
Everybody loves it. I'm just a traditional New Orleans girl, so I love the traditional ones. Yeah.
Tell me, they don't put the babies in there anymore.
We don't, because of course somebody sued one of the companies, so now they come on the outside. So before you serve it, you just stick that baby in there. But they just
come with it.
They're still in the box.
Okay.
You just
You got to do the old-fashioned way. You got to put it in there yourself.
Put it in there. Now we do when we cut up, so you can come in and get just a piece of king cake, and when we're cutting them up, we'll slide the baby in a piece. So we'll stick it on the outside so somebody knows they're getting the baby. With their slice of king cake.
That is so fun.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. So if you get the baby, you have to buy the next king cake.
Right.
So that's the rule.
Yeah.
And also, if you get a full king cake, the whole king cake, the knife stays in the box.
Oh.
It's a New Orleans tradition.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you always leave the knife, the original knife that you used to cut it, stays in the box the entire time.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, I've been doing it wrong the whole time. I'm going to do
That's
it.
okay, you know now.
I know
leave
now.
The box, the knife in the box.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. What other kind of New Orleans traditions are you bringing us to Pensacola?
I don't know. That's really like the main thing.
Yeah.
So all of our coffee beans are really special because they're imported into New Orleans, but all of our coffee beans are fresh roasted in New Orleans.
Okay.
And then so they're done in small batches. So then from there, it gets shipped to us every week. So our beans are always fresh. We go through so many a week. It's just constantly. So you're always going to get that fresh, good, deep cup of coffee.
Right. Oh, I love it. I love it. Do you have a favorite drink?
So I'm kind of a latte girl. So I love a dark chocolate, and then I mix other things. I'll hazelnut or caramel or something.
You put all the things in there.
But my go-to is always dark chocolate.
Yeah.
So especially like Christmas, it was dark chocolate peppermint. So I just mix it up.
Oh, gosh.
So we keep the special bottles, you know, because they know, the kids know they're my dark chocolate. Yeah.
Right.
So if you're a dark chocolate fan, we have it. Yeah. So
try it. Because normally I like coffee flavored coffee. I like my lattes, but I like my coffee flavored coffee. But since coming here, that was it the Bananas Foster?
Yes.
Oh my God, it is to die for.
So our flavored roasts are different because they take and roast the beans, and then the flavor is infused in them.
Oh, okay.
So they're not sweetened.
Right.
So the actual beans have the taste in it. Yeah. And then you can add the sweetener to it.
Right.
But our cold brews and our flavored coffees are not sweet. Just the taste is in there.
I'm definitely going to have to get a cup of coffee when we wrap up here. That'll keep me going for the rest
that's very
of the day.
unique to our beans.
Yeah. And then you came here and you joined the chamber.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. So I was invited to do the Leadership Pensacola class through the chamber. Fell in love with it. Learned so much about the Pensacola community, like seeing everything and just being immersed in it. And so when that ended, I really wanted to stay part of the chamber. I mean, we are members of it, but just to be active in it because it's such a special group of people in the chamber. Yeah. So that's when I was asked about doing the chamber ambassadorship. And I did that. And it's
what team are you on?
I'm on the blue team.
You're on the blue team. Okay. I'm on the green team.
Yes.
We always win.
Yeah, y'all do. Y'all always win.
You know why? Because we have Eldon.
Oh,
we have Eldon and we have Fran.
Oh, Fran. There's no beating
There's
Fran.
no beating
There's
Fran.
no beating Fran.
No.
No, definitely.
I was telling the story about we were at gallery night with the chamber and we were selling T-shirts to offset the cost of the fireworks because the chamber was that. Fran sold more than anybody. She wouldn't take. She's like, come here. Give me a shirt.
Yeah. and everybody, she's so sweet that everybody just goes right to her, you know? So it's like, there's no hope. No.
Now, were you part of the chamber or anything before this? Was your first chamber experience?
This is the first. Well, in my old business back home, I was part of the chamber there, and they were really great people. So I knew as soon as we came to Pensacola that I was joining the chamber. Yeah. And just the connections you make in there. any small business, I said, always join the chamber. They're so sweet. They help you out. Like, to really be a part of your community, you really need to be part of the chamber.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because, that saying, people do business with people they know, like, and trust.
Yes.
But first, they got to know you.
Right.
And being an ambassador with the chamber, especially, because I'm honestly pretty shy.
Yeah.
But when I put on that
I'm
red
very
coat,
much an introvert.
so like introvert, extrovert kind of thing. Because you're a business owner.
I'm a business owner, so I have to be
a little
extrovert.
bit. Yeah.
But I really deep down am an introvert.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
But you put on that red jacket, and
you're out there.
chamber ambassador. You're supposed to talk to people.
Yes.
It takes a little bit of pressure off.
Yeah.
So, do you love doing the events with the chamber?
I do. I think they're great.
Yeah.
I love doing everything with them. The ribbon cuttings, the events, that business after hours.
Yeah.
Just our chamber ambassador meeting. I mean, I don't think we've ever walked out when we haven't laughed for a full hour.
Oh, yes.
It's so great.
Oh, yes. It really is a good group.
Is.
I think that there's a lot of good camaraderie there. Everybody's very supportive, and yeah, absolutely. And we're not afraid of making fun of each other either.
Oh, no.
So I love that.
You got to have a little bit of thick skin to do it. Just from our peers.
Yeah, a little bit like sibling, rivalry going on.
Yeah, but it's just a great time.
Yeah. Do you have an event that sticks out as one of your favorites?
You're might laugh at me, but did you go to the ribbon cutting at Waste Management?
I missed that one.
Oh,
I'm
my
so
gosh.
sad
So we got to play on the garbage truck and how clean they keep their trucks and everything they do. Like, you would be so amazed by that.
Yeah.
And so we just had a blast. I was like, can we take pictures hanging off the garbage truck? And, it wasn't moving. It was parked. But we had so much fun taking the pictures and just getting to know all that.
Yeah.
And it's not something that you ever really think about.
Right,
But because we did a ribbon cut in there, we really got
you
to
get
see
to learn.
it, and it was amazing. Yeah.
And
But then I also like to do the business after hours.
Oh, yeah,
Those are
that's fun, too.
those are fun, and then you get to win door prizes and stuff. So,
Yes.
that's a lot of fun.
That's what I love. I love the food, the swag, the door prizes. I always forget to bring my door prize.
I have a hard time with that too, which is another reason why Fran wins, because she always remembers.
Yeah, I was the MC for Good Morning Pensacola this month. I forgot my door
And you
prize.
did really good though.
Oh, well, thank you.
You did. You did a good
and
job.
I accredit that to, me trying, but also Dale Carnegie. Yeah,
Oh,
Katie
really?
McCarty's Dale Carnegie class. I took that. She asked me back as a graduate assistant, and the Thursday night before the breakfast, I got up and had to deliver a couple of talks or speeches, and that really got it got the nerves out, got me a little prepared, so I was ready for Friday.
Well, I knew people couldn't see me over the podium when I did mine, so that helped out a lot. So people only got to see the top of my head.
Get the soapbox. How'd you feel about that? Were you nervous?
Oh, I was really nervous doing it. But then it's just something about when you're in the room with the people that you're in your community with, the nerves part just kind of went away because you know most of the people in the room and you've met them and they're just there to support you. So I probably did stumble more than I wanted to, but you know what? We're human.
Nobody notices.
And it's just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got to hide behind the podium, so it was good.
I love that part. It's like a safety blanket or something.
I know.
Now, I did want to talk a little bit about, you had a business before this, and you were telling a story about how it got flooded out?
Yeah, so I had an event called Vintage Market Days. You might be familiar with it because there's one in Mobile, which is the closest one here. But I own the Southeast Louisiana territory, and our very first event that we put on was the state of emergency, the major floods we had in Louisiana. So it was a fiasco of every kind. It was getting our vendors there, getting them set up, the rain, the streets were closed because they were flooded. So I had one vendor, franchise owner friend that was there with me, and he would get on the phone and he knew all the back roads of Louisiana. And he was telling them how to go, and they were listening to him. And so that, by the time they got to us, it was basically through hell and high water to get to us. It was awful. And I remember the night before we opened, we had looked over and a lady goes, "What is that?" And I swear I thought it was going to be an alligator. It was a beaver standing at the chain link fence looking at us. And I'm like, go build a dam. Like, what are you doing? Like, this water is pouring through this arena. and you're staring at me like, go stop the water.
Maybe he was apologizing.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Or he's like, let me in because it's too wet out here to do anything.
Oh,
so the next morning we get up and we're just moving water. Luckily, the arena was up high, so the vendors really weren't hurt by it.
Right.
It was just our front entrance. And then right before we opened, they called us in to be on a call with the National Guard and the governor's office and everything to say, we can't open.
Oh, no.
Because the roads are closed down and we were the emergency shelter and things like that. And we're like, but we have people here. And they're like, well, if people come to shop, you can let them in.
Right.
But you cannot get on and announce that you're closed. And we're like, okay. And so now we had to go talk to the vendors and they're crying and everything. And we walk around front to go finish decorating. And there was a line of women. And they're like, oh, it would be an emergency if we weren't able to shop. So we were able to open. Vendors sold out in a matter of hours of their stuff. Like the state of Louisiana, like everybody came. And it didn't matter. If, you know, they were on the roads, they were there, and they got there. And they shopped. And it ended up being one of our top events. But, you know, it's just that face of disaster.
Right.
But the resiliency of Louisiana people is unbelievable. They're like, it's raining. What else is there to do but come out and shop with you guys? Like they were excited, and our vendors from out of state were like, "What is going on?" And we're like, "This is Louisiana.
Yeah,
this is what we do."
Oh my goodness!
It ended up being amazing. The second event we held, we got rain again, and the back arena flooded out.
Oh my gosh!
So, yeah, it was a joke for Vintage Market Days that every time a meet was happening that it was going to flood and rain. And then our last event of our contract before we renewed, it was COVID.
Oh, gosh.
So we had to shut down. Again, the day we opened, they called us in and said, you have today and that's it.
Oh, my gosh.
Like they're shutting down the state. So we had one day. And then all the vendors had to pack up and leave again. So that was pretty traumatic because we couldn't be open all weekend.
Right.
You know, and they had all this stuff to sell and we couldn't do it. So.
But you persevered.
Yeah, we signed up. We did another. We ended up doing 3 more years. Then our coffee shop opened, and I had to sell because I couldn't do both at the same time. Like this was now my baby, and this was now my focus. But we sold it to a great group of women, and they are rocking and rolling with it. And we get to go back now and shop, and be customers.
Yeah, let them have the headache.
That's right.
Now, have they had trouble with rain since?
No. They have been very blessed.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah. You took it all.
So fingers crossed, it just keeps going. But the arena, the staff, they taught us so much. They were there. It was just an amazing thing that I owned. And had I not had that, it probably wouldn't have led to the coffee shop here. To being able to realize my dream, being able to go for it.
Why do you think that is? What do you mean by it?
It just taught me a lot. As being an introvert, I never put myself out there. And I was in the corporate world. I graduated after 10 years of putting myself through school, getting my business degree, and I always knew I wanted my own business. And so I actually opened up a candle business. Yeah. And making candles brought me to Vintage Market Days. So then I was able to do Vintage Market Days. And then Vintage Market Days brought me to my dream of opening my coffee shop. And then so had not all those things come in place, I wouldn't be here today.
But again, perseverance, because you had trouble opening this place.
Oh, it was 3 years to the day we signed that we opened this coffee shop here.
Gosh.
It was a long journey.
What made it so long?
It was finding the location. And, I had a business loan set in place. Well, after 3 years, all prices have changed. Through COVID and everything else. So I had to do a whole new business loan. We had to build out here, which was just a shell, but then we had to come in and to turn it into PJs, which of course, if anybody goes through construction, it's not the easiest. No. And so many things are happening along the way. And it's, I hate to tell you, it's like, no more. You can't tell me anything else. I mean, it just always was something. And then, it's just going through all of it. And it just really makes you appreciate once you're open, everything you've gone through.
For real. And so you've been officially open now for 2 years?
2.5 years. August will be 3.
Yeah. You need to have some like birthday celebration.
We do every year. Like our first one, we did swag bags and giveaway things. And our 2-year, we did buy one, get one free. So 2 for 1. And then 3 I'm thinking of. So I don't know, maybe 30% off everything. I don't know. We're going to throw the 3 in there. So be looking. But the chambers always come out and support us during our celebrations. And it's just been, it's amazing. We've learned the community, the locals that come sit with us every day. I mean, they're just amazing people.
They are. They really are.
Pensacola is very much like Louisiana with the culture and the people and the kindness and the good hearts. And
I love that. It's the South.
It's the South.
It's the South.
It's the South, which is why we didn't really want to go anywhere else.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Run of Show. A special thank you again to this season's title sponsor, Roxy. Her band Password Reset and her company Crystal Soundstage Productions is the team you can count on for live sound, production support, and unforgettable experiences at your events. You can find Run of Show on all of your favorite podcast platforms. So be sure to like, subscribe, and share. It truly helps the show grow. Now, let's get back to our conversation with Michelle. Right. And I'll tell you, the chamber works because I heard about PJs and I was like, I'm going to go there because I love PJs. But when I met you after joining the chamber and you're an ambassador, so now I'm like, PJs is like one of my go-to spots.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to go support Michelle, you know?
Well, thank you
and
for
then,
that.
of course, I'm telling everybody. And then I grabbed a couple of those dollar coupons from the women's coffee because you sponsored the coffee for the women's coffee last couple weeks ago. So I grabbed a couple of those. I'm always trying to drag my dad out of the house. I'm like, Dad, look, I got a coupon. Let's go to PJ's.
And he loves our scones.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does. He was asking me. He's like, will you bring me some after you go there today? I'm like, okay, Daddy.
Well, this morning I just did a big event at the Sanders Beach.
Yeah? What was that for?
So it was for Levin and Rank.
Okay.
It's a realty company, and they were doing an event there. So I sponsored. They paid for me to do catering there.
Right.
So I did a big catering spread this morning, which was fun. So
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall there.
Oh yeah, it was good. And so I'll go back and pick up everything too. So that's one of the things we do. We do a lot of catering for events and stuff. Yeah. So either people order an easy cater or they call the store and I can bring the stuff to them.
What's an easy cater?
So it's a program, Easy Cater, and they can go on there and place catering orders.
Okay.
So we get a lot of that, and then they will come, Easy Cater comes and picks it up and brings it to the companies. Or if they call me, like these are people that I know, and they're like, hey, I need this for this event.
Right.
And I'll put it together for them, and then if I can get it, I'll deliver it to the thing.
Right.
And then sometimes come by and pick up our big Cambros and stuff. Or to keep the coffee hot, I'll go get that up, or they bring it back to the shop. Even when
That's good to know.
a lot of people are just really easy to work with to get what they need, and I just love doing it.
Yeah. So tell me, what are some of your tips and tricks for navigating an event and making it successful?
Our biggest thing is just give us enough time. I can customize it to anything, big, small, easy, difficult. But just give us a few days to get that, make sure we have everything, get it together,
Don't call you that morning.
Just tell us, if you need, like today I brought some almond milk for dairy-free people. Like anything like that, we can customize. Yeah. We did like a hot chocolate bar one time, with the hot chocolate during the winter is really great. I mean, you name it. We can do energy. We can do anything that you need. Just let us know.
Yeah. What's your favorite event to go and do?
I really love the Chamber Ambassador. I get to bring stuff for that. And the Women in Business is one of my favorites.
Yes, it was really good.
Gosh, you have such talented women in business in Pensacola.
Really
and they're just love to share. They're not like, oh, I can't say that, but no, this is the reality of what it's like. And this is, what's going on in the community that really needs support. And, it's just a great hour to sit with women and talk.
It really is. I love it. We had Ashley Hoffberger this last time talking about entrepreneurs. She owns 3 laundromats.
I'm like,
that's
who knew? I didn't know.
Yeah.
So that was really, Michelle Salzman came and listened to her talk. And Greeks,
Greeks Catering,
I know her name.
Madrina
No,
Stanford.
and Kristen. Is it Kristen?
Oh, Kristen. Okay.
Yeah, that came, and I'm probably botching her name too. But yeah, but just to listen to them talk and to feel what they felt, and and to be in business just like them, to hear other people have gone through the same thing.
Right.
It really is encouraging, and just the support to keep going. Because we all have good days, we all have bad days. We all question why we did this.
Right.
Yeah, like every day, like, is this, really?
Is this really what I should be doing with my life?
Is this really? Yeah, but then you see everybody sitting at tables, and you're hearing other people say, this led me to that, and this because of this, I now have this, and it's just amazing.
Yes, I love it. Now, for the catering, what is the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Oh, you can call the shop. It's PJ's Coffee. You can get us on Facebook. We're on social media. People talk. I do our TikToks, which is so very hard to learn how to do. So y'all have been really trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But people say they see it all the time. But social media. Call the store. Email PJ's Pensacola at outlook.com.
Right. And you were making that distinction. Don't just put PJ's.
No, PJ's
Pensacola
at outlook.com. And even on social media, it's PJ's Coffee Pensacola. So if not, there's so many other PJ's Coffee. So you really got to hit the Pensacola part of it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's because it's a franchise. Right. Absolutely.
So we are a franchise, but we are a small business, which I don't think a lot of people understand. Like, we're not corporate stores. We actually put our life savings into opening the store. And so we pay our royalties to PJ's Coffee in order to keep going. So so we are very much a small business.
Well, let me ask you, because I just been hearing a lot about franchises lately. Are you happy with the PJ's?
I am. I think, you have to be self-sufficient. You have to be able to understand business. Like, it's very much, it's corporate, and they put the menu together. They put the pricing together. They do that. But you still have to make your business go. Like, you have to get out and do the hard work. You have to do the marketing. You have to do everything that goes with it. They're not here holding your hand. So you have to be self-sufficient. And you have to make sure that you're doing right by the franchise too. Right. Like, there's rules. You get into a franchise to follow the rules. Right. At least I'm a rule follower, so that makes it a lot easier. But it's still your business, and you still have to get out there and do all the advertising and the marketing and the networking and this is what we offer, this is what we have. Right. The reason I picked PJ's is basically their motto is the soul of coffee. And so when you walk into a PJ's, I want you to feel our soul. This is our heart. And soul into the store. So I want you to feel that when you walk in. Oh yeah, you definitely do. And I love the bright lights. I love the decor. I love it in here. It's so great. Now, do you think your business degree really helps you in Absolutely.
That? Yeah.
Absolutely. And I've been trying to get my son to do some business courses because, as I said, he has the coffee experience. But this is his future. And so I really think going to business school and learning how to actually run a store and how to do things really does help tremendously in the running of the store. Yeah.
Because there's a difference between a hobby and a business.
Absolutely. There's taxes to learn. I know taxes. There's licensing to learn. There's so much behind the scenes of it that, and
then dealing with food, you have extra.
Absolutely. Yeah, like the health department and the fire marshals. And one thing we didn't realize is you have to do your fire extinguishers every year. You have to get them tagged. Yep. That's not something I ever thought about until they came in and they're like, well, you haven't done it. And we're like, oh, but they work with you. They explain everything to you. We've never had anybody come in and say, that's not right. We're shutting you down. Like, no, everybody around here, the permitting department has been everybody has been awesome because, you don't know what you don't know. And so you're learning every year that goes by. And just when you think you figure it out, it always changes. Like I said that with the business before. Everything is always changing. Like, you have to be ready for plan B, C, D, E, F. Like, the whole alphabet. It's all evolving. But I have not met anybody in the Pensacola community that has been ugly about anything of it. It's just, they're so helpful. They're like, well, yeah, you do this. And you're okay. And then we get it done. And we're good.
As long as you do your part.
Right. As long as you do your part, and you just try to do the right thing.
Yeah. So with that, give me some words of wisdom that you would like to leave our listeners with.
Gosh, hard work pays off. You just have to keep going. If it's your dream, fight for it. There's so many times in those 3 years where I'm like, I don't know if we can do this.
Yeah.
I do not know that if I can do this.
Yeah.
And you just do a little step at a time, a little bit at a time, and then finally it comes true.
Right.
So you just got to put the hard work in.
Yeah. Put the hard work in.
Yeah. Cry behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And find people that are in the same business as you. Talk to people. Just, there's not competition. It's just everybody's in it for the same thing you are.
Right.
And you just got to keep going.
I love it. Thank you so much, Michelle, for being with me today.
I really appreciate you coming and talk to me and my little coffee shop.
Yeah, and now it's time for a cup of coffee.
That's right, absolutely. And maybe a slice of cake.
Ooh, yes. Thank you.
Thank you.